Hello again. Well, at the end of the last video, which was about half an hour ago in actual time, there was a quiz which is, what on earth is this? This is what is known as a BIC Beam Box. Now BIC stands for, I believe, British Industries Corporation or something, though I believe this is actually made in America. I say it's a very fine wooden box. Around the back you've got a well, I've put an adapter on it, but there's sort of the screw connections you tend to get in cable or satellite TV, and a couple of screws for bare wires. On the top there's a nice sort of smoked perspex lid, but if you look through it you can see some arrow-shaped somethings. They're metal, they're arrow-shaped, and there they are. On the front you've got a dial marked from 88 to 108 and a couple of switches. So this is basically a FM aerial that was popular in I believe in places like New York, where there was a lot more FM stations than there are in this country now, and hence they were a lot packed close together. So if you lived in a flat in New York or somewhere, you didn't have access to an outside aerial, so if you wanted to improve your FM reception, you got one of these. And I've been listening to a lot more Radio 3 and things lately, so I've been looking out for one, and I got one on eBay, and I think it's cost me about £20. So, what are all these knobs for? Now, here you're going to have to bear with me that I'm not electronically trained, so this is my kind of layman's view of what's on. Okay, so the first is there's a knob here, and it's got arrows going like that, like that, like that, and like that. So basically what that is it's a way of choosing which of these elements are in use, so you can point it at a certain transmitter without actually having to sort of move the box around. The second is there's a wideband or narrowband. So basically, if there's a signal and there's nothing else near it, you go for the wideband. But if you want to really home in on a signal where there's a couple of stations close together, you go for the narrowband. The third is it's what you have to do there is tune this in to the exact station, the exact wavelength. Let's say, or frequency from 88 to 108. And again, this is me explaining my ignorance, but from what I understand is that if you want a good signal, what you want the aerial to be, an easy multiple or fraction of the actual wavelength. So I believe this works out to be about an eighth. And what this does is it kind of somehow electronically, or it must be electronic because these things don't move, I believe. What it does is it sets the length of these so that it corresponds to the wavelength of the FM signal. So as it comes out, I believe it's about an eighth, as opposed to 35 over 107 or something. Okay, so next question is, does it work? Well, I've been playing around with it, and what I found is that if you've got a very strong signal, it doesn't make a whole amount of difference. But if you've got a weak signal, it does improve it. So I'm quite pleased I bought it, and frankly, it's an interesting, enjoyable bit of kit. So I hope that's been of interest to you. Thanks for watching.